How's it going, everybody? Happy Hump Day. I'm doing your daily tarot card reading for Wednesday, December 2nd. My name is Robin, and this is my channel, Aries Fire Tarot. So thanks so much for being here, guys. And the deck I'm going to use, and I'm doing a Hump Day tarot card spread for you guys. And the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition is going to be, oh my god, and I just dropped half my deck. Hold on. Oops-a-daisy. So did you guys hear that? It was like thump, and then their cards went everywhere. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are doing a fantastic, and again, welcome. So I'm gonna start pulling cards. So this is a really interesting spread because it's gonna look at, the first card placement is, what part of yourself have you been holding back? And while I'm shuffling, I've been thinking about doing your new year, like for the year ahead tarot card reading, but I can't find a tarot card spread that I think is interesting or that resonates with me. Does any one of you, I know there's some tarot card readers that watch, do you have anything like that? So I ended up losing my deck a second time. So anybody with the tarot card spread for New Year's, let me know. My email address is in the description box, and I feel like I just need to pay attention and roll on before that happens again. So anyway, what part of yourself have you been holding back? So you've got the Empress here, so you could possibly be holding back your future, which is really interesting. You've got the Empress, and she's basically in charge of opening up new portals for you to present your opportunities, to offer you a rebirth if you've been planning on moving forward, moving up, moving country, moving state, moving province. So why are you doing that? You can see here in the Empress card that she's got wings and they're fully expanded, unfolded. I don't know. I don't have wings. But, why are you doing that? Sometimes people stand in our way, and sometimes you can project your fears into other people so that you can hear their silent feedback, and meanwhile, they might not have said anything to you. And, maybe they have said something to you, but is it worth not doing what makes your heart sing, or moving somewhere else, or just a different job? Or guys, please also look up the spirit animal eagle for you. I think you're gonna see something in those notes when you look that up. All you have to do is like a web browser search, right? And then find whichever one resonates with you, because you're gonna find a whole lot of references come back. So just scroll until you find one that just says, okay, well, that one's for me. What assumption or social norm is getting in the way? Okay, well, that should really help. So the Five of Cups, this really speaks about an agony, but it's past already. There's some sort of painful memory that is holding you back. So what is that? Are you attached to something in your current location? Like, it can happen sometimes that, maybe somebody you really cared about passed away where you live right now, and you don't want to leave their monument, right? Or maybe you have a really fond memory, and there's something in the course of your history holding you back from the next level, and each and every one of you is gonna have to figure that out for yourself, like whatever it is. Honestly, like, I've been wanting to leave this city where I live for such a long time, and mostly because of the weather. Secondly, because it's the murder capital of Canada. But there's something tying me here, and I really think that, and my boys don't watch my channel, but I really feel it's because I think I'm stuck here for a little while. It's because one of my boys he's got a crack open as a starseed, and he's not quite ready yet, and I don't think I can leave him until that happens. So for me, that's why I keep getting kind of bounced back. I keep on making all kinds of plans to leave because just a cringe making winter coming on. So, and that makes me really sad. Like, I want to go, but anyway, I think he requires my mentorship, like at close range right now. So what is it for you? You have to really search yourself and be honest. Like, you know, maybe you don't want to leave somebody's place of internment, or, you know, maybe you got married, or, you know, one of your close friends, something very deeply ingrained into you that would make it an emotional impossibility, or so you think, to move forward, right? Because the Empress wants you to ascend a little bit higher into a really probably longed for opportunity. So let's see what new attitude will propel you bravely forward. The Emperor. This is an amazing combination of divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And see how they're looking at each other here? So the Emperor, he takes his plans really seriously. He manifests them. Like, the Empress, she shows you the opportunity and she wants you to walk through it. And the Emperor shows you the way as well. So this is a very, very powerful combination of using everything available to you. It's like you really need to have conversations with both halves of yourself. And I think everybody knows what I mean by that. You know, you ever had those conversations, and I talk about this frequently because it's also something that I do, where you're like, well, you know, should we get ready to go? Oh no, let's wait 5 more minutes. You know what I mean? So, and there could be also somebody available to you to have that conversation with you. Doesn't matter if they're here or if they've crossed to the other side of the veil. It could be one side of you is really dominating the other side, you know, the one that experienced the most pain. And then the practical side of you is like, okay, you know, it's really time to jump through that portal before it closes. And you know what? They do close. You know, they don't just hang around forever. If you're not going to take advantage of an opportunity, somebody else will. So that can be a bit of an additional pressure, but, you know, try not to think about it too much. So how can you express yourself more fully? So you've got the Knight of Wands here. Okay, so what's very, very important about this card, okay, is that this card shows the Knight with his third eye open. Okay, so if you guys don't know what the third eye is, you know, you might want to do a little bit of research about that. It's your pineal gland and ways that you could be opening it a little bit more. And I've talked about that on my other channel, Oracle Rising, a little bit. You know, definitely stop drinking fluoride. You know, you can do meditations that they will open up your third eye a little bit more, but you might have to decalcify it a little bit. You can see here on this Knight of Wands that there's a ship coming in for you, and you might miss it if you're not using, you know, the emotional part of yourself that is present in the Empress. Okay, so the Emperor is really like that practical, you know, where are we going to build the home, you know, and then the Empress is the more intuitive half of that planning faction. But there's definitely, and you, again, you might need assistance here, but I'm getting a very strong Leo vibe for a lot of you. How can you express yourself more fully? You've just got to feel things a little bit more deeply, and probably things that you've buried because you've got this 5 of Cups, you know, excuse me. Something that you've glossed over a little bit and turned into an excuse of practicality, as Jim Carrey would say. I'm pretty sure my stomach is going to start grumbling right away because I haven't had breakfast yet. Wow, you guys, you've got the 4 of Coins here. So it's really sort of an anxiety-ridden viewpoint to the future when you see the Four of Coins. And you're not part of the herd, you guys. You're not. You know, if you're here on my channel, it's because you probably, you know, to some certain extent, woken up a little bit. You know, and you don't have to buy into the traditional fears that are being promoted. You know, one of the biggest piece of advice that I can give people, again, I'm going to talk about my son for a second. He's like, well, I find watching the news so stressful. I'm like, why are you watching it then? You know, he's like, oh, okay. I mean, you can inform yourself and educate yourself in other ways. You don't have to watch these big productions that are here to scare you. You know, and things are not always what they seem in the media. So, you know, there's got to be a balance between practicality and emotion in order for you to move forward. And it's going to take that deep introspection that we're seeing here with the Five of Cups so that you can heal that and maybe even dissolve something that is not as big as you think it might be. Very interesting reading for you guys. So I see a definite roadblock, but it's probably something that you put there yourself. So you should be able to tear it down quite easily with a little help from your spirit guides. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Take care. Bye.